Welcome back to another What Sold video. Um, this is some of the stuff that sold here in the past week or so. It'll be one continuous video, so as I sell during the week, I'll add on and then post a video here at the end of the week. Let's start off with, we sold this Nintendo DS Batman 2 game, $4.50 plus shipping on that. We sold another DS game. This is Toy Story 3 for the DS, sold for $3 plus shipping. We sold this Nikon Coolpix 950. We sold this one for $40. Working. I don't usually include batteries, but it does include the big SD card. That sold again for $40. We sold the other one of these lights. If you saw the other video, the other What Sold video, we sold the little 6-inch one, and now we sold this rectangular one. It's like 18 inches long. Also sold this little light jacket. The brand, I don't know if it's Cricket or Cricket. Sounds like looks like it might be pronounced Cricket. I don't know. It's a vintage, like quilted light jacket. That sold for $50. I believe I picked that up at Goodwill for $6 or $7. We also sold this sewing machine. It did say, I don't know how you say this, a FAF, Triptronic 2030. If you saw one of my other videos, you saw me pick this up at the flea market. Paid $15 for it. I just bought a pedal for it. It came with the power supply, but I ordered the pedal for it. It works, has all the accessories in here, and it works good. I paid $15 and this sold for $325 within like a couple of days of listing it. We also sold this little Tinkerbell watch, Disney Tinkerbell watch. We sold that for, what was the price on that? $30. We sold it for $31. And we sold this brass lobster or shrimp. I'm not sure exactly what. I don't know, it looks like a lobster to me, or maybe a shrimp. For $30, brass, pretty heavy. I picked this up at Goodwill, I think for like $3 and something. We also sold this Pocket PC, this Dell Pocket PC. Paid, I think, $1 or $2 at the flea market, sold for $15. We sold this Shaw Park wool plaid hat. Like I said, I do really well on hats. I sell a lot of hats. I don't show them all here because it's just too many. We sold that for $21.25 plus shipping. What else? We sold this little Starbucks. It's like a little Starbucks espresso mini cup with the little stirring spoon. We sold that for $5. We also sold these figures here. They're little Sesame Street numbers, characters with the numbers. It's the number 0 through the number 7. Those sold for $30.50 plus shipping. It's 7 total. We sold this, I think y'all saw me pick this up in another video. This sold for $30 plus shipping, and I paid, I think, $5 or $6 for this at the flea market. Fully works. We also sold this Peter Millar quilted light vest. I bought this at Goodwill, I think, for like $8. It's got a MSRP tag on there of $245. I listed it for $145 and took an offer of $125. So it sold for $125 brand new with tags. We also sold about $130 worth of cards, sports cards and Pokemon cards. These are the two higher ones. We sold this one here for, I think we got $85 or $90 for this one, and I think $16 or so for that one. And then all these were basically like $2 to $3 cards each. We also sold this watch here, this Tommy watch. I'll put the comps, of course, for the stuff that's sold, because I don't always remember the exact prices, but we sold that. We sold this little vintage, is a Star, made in Japan, Star savings box. It's like a little box combination lock type thing. We sold this VHS. We sold this figure. You guys probably saw me pick this up in one of the flea market videos. Paid $2 for a bag full of figures. Wanted to pull this one out. We ended up selling this for $24, I think. We sold this Indiana glass plate of the Last Supper. Sold that. We sold this vest. Also, you guys probably saw me pick this up in one of the videos, one of the shorts. Picked it up at Goodwill, paid I think $8 for it. Sold for, I think I took an offer of 80, I think maybe, something like that. We also sold this plush here. Also got it at Goodwill for a couple of dollars. Sold for $67. I didn't know that this brand was that valuable, but this is the brand. Something to keep an eye out if you guys. A lot of this Japanese type, you know, plush that I've seen before. I've sold some high-end plush before, but nothing ever this small. Usually when they sell for this kind of money, they're usually bigger, but this seems to have a value to it. Another interesting item. This item also, maybe you guys saw me pick it up in one of the flea market videos. Paid probably $1 or less in a bunch of stuff that I bought together. I didn't know what this was. I tried looking it up, and there's not that much info. The only pictures that came up that looked like this one were two other ones that were listed on eBay, just like this. It seemed to be the same figure, and they were listed for $200. So I listed mine for $175, and within a few days I got an offer for $125 from a collector, and I took it. I don't know what the value is because there's no other, and I don't believe it's a actual Mad Balls one, because usually I think those usually have the brand. This just says made in Taiwan, ROC. But this kind of stuff from back in the 90s, 80s, sometimes even the bootleg stuff holds a lot of value. So turn this $1 item into a $120 item. Not too bad of a flip there. Continuing with the things we sold, we also sold a few hats. We sold this LA Dodgers New Era hat. Sold this Yankees corduroy hat. Sold this Washington Capitals camo hat. We sold this Nintendogs DS game. We sold this Hot Wheels, what is this? This is the John Glenn. It's like a little playset. We sold another VHS. Sold Jeepers Creepers on VHS. We sold this Doberman figure in here. You guys have might have watched me pick this up at Goodwill. Picked this ceramic elephant. It's like a hook, I guess. You screw this to the wall, and I don't know if it's to hang things or it's pretty big, heavy. Sold that. We sold this Sigma lens. We sold these two lamps. They're made from tequila bottles. Somebody made these. I picked these up. I don't remember if I have a video where I picked these up. I picked them up at Goodwill. I paid like $5 a piece, something like that, $5 or $6 a piece. I'll post comps, of course, for everything. We sold these three sensors, or what are they? They're some kind of modules for sprinkler systems. I picked a bunch of this stuff up. Again, it might have been in a flea market video that I never posted. But picked these up in a bunch of sprinkler type stuff for probably pennies on the dollar, and these sold for $77 a piece. I believe I took an offer. I think that's all of the stuff, and we did a bunch more. Did a bunch more sports cards. These are all sports cards going out. Somebody that bought multiples going out in the box, but that's all the stuff that's sold for this amount of time, 7-10 days or so. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Watch my other videos, check my TikTok. I do some shorts on there that I might not post on here. But yeah, again, thank you guys for hanging out. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things. And yes, please check out my other videos. Give me suggestions. Let me know how you like them. And we'll see you guys on the next video.